Hello and welcome to the Forever Living Training Workshop. My name is Bill Lewis and today's training is entitled The Roadmap to Chairman's Bonus. The reason we've entitled it is because we're going to be talking about actually most of our incentives today, but each incentive kind of leads into the next incentive, which ultimately leads us to Chairman's Bonus. So we're going to talk about how you can position yourself to achieve Chairman's Bonus by achieving the other incentives that come prior to that. Before we start, I want to share with you and get us all in the mood with a video that highlights our last Chairman's Bonus presentation in Singapore. Wow. Can you feel the emotion and the excitement that must have been going on the stage at that time? But more importantly, can you picture yourself receiving a check like that? I hope you can, because your imagination can help you achieve it. Remember the feeling that you have as you're watching this video. And if you have a chance, go online to foreverliving.com and find that video and watch it over and over again. And picture yourself up on stage with Rex and Greg receiving your check in the future. And I think that you will find yourself being more and more motivated. Okay, today's training, we're going to take you through a series of steps. It'll be a short training, should only be about 15 minutes or so. We'll take you through a series of steps on how you can position yourself to achieve Chairman's Bonus. So let's get started with step number one. The first thing you want to do, obviously, is to qualify as a recognized manager. Now, not just as a recognized manager, but you want to have the right kind of organization under you. We highly suggest that you set yourself a goal to have 5 supervisor lines during the time that you're achieving manager. If each of them does 13 case credits, you will be a manager over a 2-month period. Now, remember, it's only after you achieve recognized manager that you can start to count any of your volume toward the various incentives that will bring you eventually to the Chairman's Bonus. The only exception to this is the first month's qualification toward the Forever to Drive program, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So you want your organization in your downline so that sufficient volume is generated after you become manager to qualify year after year. And this is why you want to have 5 lines under you, at least by the time you qualify as recognized manager. After that, you should have a goal to develop an additional supervisor every 6 months. Okay, this will become the foundation that will support your effort to achieve the incentive of Chairman's Bonus every single year. So Become a recognized manager with 5 supervisor lines, and after that, develop a new supervisor line every 6 months in your business. Step 2, make sure that you remain both active and leadership bonus qualified every single month without exception, even if you don't have any downline managers in your group. Now, we all know that active status is maintained by doing at least 4 case credits among your personal purchases, retail sales, and the purchases of your Novus customers. Leadership bonus qualified is achieved each month by having at least 12 case credits of personal and non-manager volume, of course, including the 4 active that we talked about previously. And once again, it doesn't matter if you do not have any downline managers that you are trying to qualify for leadership bonus. You still need to have that leadership bonus qualification by doing the 12. Okay, so that's step 2. Step 3 is to sponsor new Forever Business owners every month, so as to maintain a pool of new case credits. Now let me explain that. Every time you sponsor someone, the volume and their subsequent downline the volume that they and their subsequent downline generates counts as new case credits for you for a period of 12 months or until he or she becomes a manager. So let me say that again. Every time you sponsor someone, the volume that he or she and his or her subsequent downline generates counts as new case credits for you and your incentives for a period of 12 months or until he or she becomes a manager, whichever occurs first. So as the months pass, some of your new case credits will start expiring. But if you continue to sponsor every month, you'll always have others to take their place. Since Chairman's Bonus requires 150 new case credits per year, you'll want to maintain a goal of 13 to 15 new case credits per month. Your goal could be to sponsor and train 2 new FBOs per month. That's 24 per year. Of the 24, develop 2 of them to supervisor level and have the remaining doing an average of about 4 case credits per month amongst them all. This will give you plenty of new case credits to qualify for Chairman's Bonus. And those 2 new supervisors are going to help you qualify for another incentive, an interim incentive. So let's go on to step 4. Step 4 is to achieve Eagle Manager. As soon as possible, you'll want to aim for Eagle Manager. This incentive runs from May to April of each year. The requirements include 720 total case credits, which includes your volume from all sources, not just your non-manager volume. Although, if you're a relatively new manager, most of your volume will be of the non-manager category. Included in the total case credits, you need to have at least 100 new. So there's the need for the new case credits that you'll be generating by sponsoring new FBOs every month. You also need to sponsor 2 new FBOs during the incentive period who achieve the level of supervisor before the end of the incentive period. So you remember the 2 supervisors we talked about in the previous step? There we have, you're already starting to qualify for Eagle Manager. So your goals here are 2 new supervisors during the incentive year and 60 total case credits, including 9 new each month. Once you achieve and maintain these goals, you are poised to go for Chairman's Bonus. Step 5. In order to qualify for Chairman's Bonus, you need to be participating in the Forever to Drive program or the Earned Incentive. This is done by your group generating total case credits of 50 the first month, 100 the next month, and 150 during the 3rd month. As a note, remember I mentioned before, the 50 case credits can be counted even if you're not manager during that month. So technically, you can start qualifying for your Forever to Drive before you ever become a recognized manager. So this is one of the requirements for Chairman's Bonus. So you need to place this in your plan, in your roadmap, in your way along the way to become Chairman's Bonus. So at some point, you'll need to do the 50, 100, and 150 3 consecutive months. Okay? that brings us to, of course, chairman's bonus, the ultimate. If you've built a solid group that performs consistently each month as we've outlined, you are now ready to qualify for chairman's bonus. This incentive is based on a calendar year, and your goals include generating an average of 58 personal and non-manager case credits each month. Please note the difference between this and the Eagle Manager incentive. Whereas in Eagle Manager you needed 750 total case credits, in Chairman's Bonus you need to concentrate on volume that does not include any of the managers below you. This volume is called personal and non-manager. Included in the 58 per month, of course, is the 13 new case credits you need to average in order to fulfill the 150 new requirement. Also, you need to have a goal to help one downline manager reach a total case credit of 600 or more during the qualification period. Okay, now, Chairman's Bonus, let's recap. I'm sorry I misspoke before. I said 750. That was a mistake on my part. You need to have 700 personal and non-manager total case credits. 700 personal and non-manager total for the year, including 150 new. The way you do that is to set your goal on 58 personal non-manager per month. By the way, if you did 58 personal non-manager per month, including your 13 new, that's automatically as well putting you right in line for your Eagle Manager qualification each year. So the two tie together somewhat. And you want to have a goal to help a downline manager achieve the 600 total case credits. So there you have it. That's using all of our incentives to help you reach the coveted Chairman's Bonus. We have hundreds of checks that are given out each year to recognized managers who have learned that by building a solid group, one that is truly involved in supplying our products to the end consumer and developing their group in such a way that they have supervisors under them. And of course, some of these supervisors are eventually going to become manager, but you want to take those and replace them with more supervisors that you're constantly developing. The Chairman's Bonus keeps us focused on sponsoring new people so as to generate new case credits and to make sure that we have a large personal and non-manager volume always under us. That's what determines long-term success and earning sizable incomes in forever. Well, it's been my pleasure to be with you today. I mentioned this was a shorter training. It doesn't take much to explain these programs. What it takes is energy on your part to go to work to do it, to talk to people, get started, get motivated, and best of yet, get up on that stage and receive one of those best checks. One of those big checks. I can tell you from being at all of the rallies and seeing the excitement on that stage and seeing people being rewarded for their hard effort is really an exciting experience. I want you to get that award next year or the year after if need be. We've outlined the way you can do it. This has been recorded and it will be available on our site in about 24 hours so that you can review it, and over again you'll receive an email as always giving you the link, a direct link to this particular training. And as always, we wish you all the best as you work to build yourself into a Chairman's Bonus achiever. And say bye for now.